Was Christmas originally a pagan holiday? And if it was, should Christians celebrate it at all? Well, while we celebrate the birthday of Jesus on December 25th, he almost certainly was not born on that day. In fact, we don't know the exact date Jesus was born because the Bible does not tell us. And for the first few centuries after Jesus' death and resurrection, Christians really didn't have a formal celebration of his birthday. They celebrated other significant dates. For example, they, like us, celebrated Easter, the resurrection of Christ. And they also had a holiday called Epiphany, which was in January. At Epiphany, they would celebrate the baptism of Jesus in the Jordan River. And over time, in fact, Epiphany expanded to include the birthday of Jesus. But it wasn't until the 4th century after Jesus' resurrection that Christians regularly celebrated Christmas. And nobody knows for sure why they chose December 25th, but the most likely explanation is that December 25th was the winter solstice on the Roman calendar, and it was also the day that Roman pagans would celebrate the sun god. They actually celebrated the birthday of the sun god on December 25th. And so as the Roman Empire became more and more Christian, the followers of Jesus took over that day, and instead of celebrating the sun god, they celebrated the Son of God. So no longer did they observe the birthday of this pagan god, but they began to observe the incarnation of the Son of God, of Jesus Christ. So the question for us then is, if December 25th was originally a pagan holiday, should we celebrate Christmas at all? And I think to answer that question, we can find some guidance from Romans chapter 14. Paul wrote this: "One person esteems one day as better than another, while another esteems all days alike. Each one should be fully convinced in his own mind. The one who observes the day observes it in honor of the Lord." So what Paul is really saying here is that every day from January 1st to December 31st belongs to God. That means that whatever we do with a particular day, we want the focus of that day to be worshiping Jesus, and that includes Christmas. So it's great to celebrate Christmas and gifts and trees and feasts, and all of those traditions around Christmas are great, but we want to make sure that the primary center of our Christmas celebration is Jesus Christ. That what we're really celebrating is, as John 1:14 says, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And Jesus came for our salvation so we can know God, so we can have eternal life. So as you celebrate this Christmas, remember that primarily we celebrate the Son of God and His coming to earth for our salvation. And because of Him, we have life. And that's the joy and the beauty of Christmas, and that's something we can celebrate every single day.